I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I have stuff to talk about. Yeah, I'll do this one. My stepmom is back in the hospital. A nurse actually called me this time and informed me of what's going on. She's stable right now, but she's chronically ill. She's stable, but she's chronically ill. So I don't know how I'm gonna get to my doctor's appointments after December, because the medical transport that I'm taking in December is, I guess, not going to renew their contract with my insurance. So I'm going to have to figure something out about that. I feel so bad for my boss, because my stepmom is the main person for night shift, and they can't do anything without her. Like, they can't open without her because no one wants to do anything. Can you see it? Hope so. And I can't get to work without her yet because we haven't really sat down and chose something, like figured something out. I have no money whatsoever right now. So taking the bus is a no-go. Let's try this. Do the cute little cheeks. Duplicate. Do that. I had a customer last night who wanted to tell a joke, apparently, because he told a joke and it was actually cute. It was nice. It was, can I remember this? I don't think I can remember the joke. I remember the punchline of what made it cute and funny, but I can't remember how it went. Gonna have to see if I can Google it. It involved lobsters. That's what I remember. Don't know. But yeah. I don't drive because I don't trust myself to not get into an accident. I've never gotten into an accident, but I zone out a lot. I mean, a lot. To the point where I believe that I would be a risk. My stepmom has no cancer so far, which is good. What my stepmom was wanting to get done, the nurse told me that that would not be smart, that she could not live without what they would be cutting out. So that's not an option to have surgery. If there is a surgical option and she didn't tell me, then I guess she didn't know. But so far, I don't think she will get better. And I need to start figuring out how to take care of myself without her. That's my main thing I need to work on. Is how do I live without her? I rely on her for so much because my I don't get enough money to live on my own. The majority of it goes straight to rent. The only way I can live comfortably is if I won the lotto. Which would be nice, but I'm not going to hold my breath. The money I'm saving for a tattoo, I had to spend for groceries. And it wasn't even that much. It was literally $50. I put that stuff. I had put down $50 when we got our paychecks last. I'm glad I did. I'm gonna be doing it again. Or I should put $50 in my Cash App. Or spend it on a new pair of jeans. Reason why I'm saying jeans is because something's going on with my body, and black pair of jeans or another pair of black jeans would be better than wearing sweats. Especially if I'm going to be working, you know. I had to just call in recently, just like a few moments ago. Yeah. It's sad because I don't know what to do. An old neighbor moved back into the apartment complex, or is it even considered no, the apartment building, I should say. I don't even know what the difference is between complex and building. Does one have an elevator and one doesn't? Because then that might be the only difference. So I watched a new episode of Sun and Moon Sun and Moon show, and surprise surprise, Eclipse is back. That was not a surprise, actually. I automatically knew he was going to be coming back. The way Moon was obsessed with getting all the copies destroyed and how there's so many of them, he hasn't gotten to them. And yeah, of course. I did notice at work that my stepmom was acting strange. By acting strange, I mean she was running into walls. She was wobbling. She was not able to stand still. She was she does not drink, and this is one of the biggest things that when I see her doing this stuff, and I know for a fact she does not drink, that's an issue. It was very scary coming home because she was playing chicken with another car. Not on purpose. I was being funny. It wasn't on purpose. I know it wasn't. One of the main things I think is causing her to get worse is her smoking. That is a big thing, and she smokes a lot. Um, and you can tell her, oh, you need to stop smoking, blah, blah, blah. She's the type of person that if you tell her to do something, she won't do it. I've asked her, do you think you can stop smoking? She says she wants to, but she doesn't really know what. She doesn't want to. Like, she wants to, but she's not willing to quit yet. So that's what's been going on lately. It's this whole month. Not whole month. Last month and starting this month, it's been going crazy. She's been in and out of the hospital. I really don't know what to say. I'm expecting food to be delivered soon. Like I said, I had to use my $50 I put in my Cash App for Target for food for tonight. At least I know I can cook some stuff. I'm planning on having homemade burritos or homemade tacos, whatever it is. I got the taco seasoning, so it's gonna be tacos. It took $50 because I had to add so much stuff to the cart before it could let me check out, and I hate that. I really do. I hate that so goddamn much. I don't know how to really do hands because I don't know what position to put them in. It's how I feel about hands in general. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands half the time. So how am I supposed to do that with a drawing? I feel like I draw the hands in the same positions, same ways, same everything, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I know a book on how to do hands might be nice. With different poses and all that to help. So I tried Dr. Pepper Zero. It's okay. It's not exactly how the commercials show it as. I don't know what's different about it, but it's definitely not something I would buy again. I bought it just to try it. And it was just bad, in my opinion. It's okay-ish, but It's just not my cup of tea, basically. It's not something I would try again. So, the only way I'm able to watch Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is if someone does a reaction to it. That's the only way I'm able to watch it. And it's sad to say because I really like the show. I'm glad that they got picked up from someone, but I wish that the person that picked them up allowed them to be seen by Americans. Because trying to get on that site and try to watch it as an American thing, it says no, that you can't watch this. Like, and people keep saying how the family episode was horrifying or one of their worst ones yet. I did not see it as the worst one yet because I don't know if it was just, I don't know, just come on, what's the words? I don't know if the person's reaction cam was in the way or not getting or showing all of it or something like that. I did not see it as bad. It was weird, yes, but it wasn't crazy weird. I might be missing a lot of context, but that's my view on it. It wasn't weird. Or it was weird, just not their usual weird. Excuse me. Let's see, what else should we talk about? Oh yeah, at work we have another mouse. I say another because we had a mouse that I ended up killing. And if you can ask how that happens, I'm not afraid to kill a mouse. I'm not. What I did was I basically just stomped on it. So I bring up the mouse because one of the customers saw it and jumped. I felt so bad for him because they were just a child, but it was so cute seeing them get scared. It was funny. my goodness. Sorry about that. And yes, three sneezes are the main for my family. That is the normal. It's very rare for me to have like a fourth sneeze or only 2 sneezes. It's always 3. And yes, I know what 3 means. I know the numbers. The devil numbers, oh no. I don't care. It's all fine and dandy. It's all fine and dandy. I'm actually waiting for my delivery, the person to text. That's what's gonna cut my video short. Which is fine. I'm thinking about growing my hair out, but it really depends if I start having a panic attack. You have to keep in mind, I know it's the stupidest thing ever, but I have trauma associating with long hair with me. I don't care if anyone else has long hair. I don't give a flying fuck if they have long hair. I care about myself. And you might be asking, like, how'd you get trauma from that? When you live with someone who's so controlling that you can't brush your own hair, you're not allowed to wash your own hair, and the washing of the hair isn't until Sunday. As in, you're not in control at all of your own body, basically, or part of your body. You're not allowed to get cut. You're not allowed to have it dyed. You're not allowed to do anything with it. And if you want a style done with your hair, you have to wait until that person decides to do it, which will end up being the day that you're supposed to go to school. I don't like having long hair because my anxiety tells me that I don't have control over my life because of it. So it really depends if my trauma kicks in and tells me to get my hair cut. Because I will cut it myself when I'm panicking. And it does not look great when I cut it myself. So I don't know. And to answer any questions, not my stepmom, what am I talking about? My grandmother on my dad's side of the family did that to me. She took control over my hair because apparently I was doing it wrong when I was trying to wash my hair. And instead of teaching me the correct way to do it, she just took the initiative that she should be doing it. Basically, I was the only only child, right, grandchild in the family that she can doll up, that she can play with as a doll. And it just occurred to me as I'm older that she did this. That was literally a little doll for her to play with until I told her to stop or gave her lip about it or whatever. Um, and her punishments would be borderline abuse, yes. One day, I didn't wake up for school, so you know what she did? She poured a pot of cold water on me to wake me up. Now, it wasn't like on my chest or on my legs or anything like that. No, right on my nose, right inside my nose, basically. I had the sheets over my face. And I say that this is borderline abuse because that's illegal. That's called motorboating. That is called motorboating someone, and that is very illegal. I could have gotten her arrested if I wanted to. I didn't know at the time, but I could. She was definitely crazy. And she wasn't on any medication either. That's why, because of her, that's why when my dad, my late father, tried gaslighting me, saying how I'm crazy or anything like that, that's why I basically said, if I'm crazy, then put me on medicine. Find me a doctor to put me on medication, because I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to be like grandma. No. And you know what he did? He chose not to do that. Because apparently, I'm not crazy. Or crazy enough in his eyes. But then again, he didn't care about what I'm going through currently before he died, to the point where I should have sought medical help beforehand. I'm currently doing that. And now I'm also having to rely on medical transportation. I'm gonna have to find out how much it is to go continue that, or if I can get it through something else. Nope. Nope. If I finish this before they text, I'm more than likely going to end the video. Just want to let y'all know. And yes, I do have tattoos. But like I said, I had to use my tattoo money for dinner tonight. Because I literally have nothing in the bank. Well, maybe $1, but that's about it. One of my friends has a character that they were getting rid of or something like that. I thought about not exactly mimicking certain things, but I like the idea of the extra pair of hands on them. So I took that idea. I don't exactly think that I'm going to do anything with it, but I have a sketch drawn out a little bit. I haven't decided on the face yet, so I don't think I'm actually going to do anything with it. I'm just probably going to delete it. Because in a way, in a way, it is kind of stealing. And I've realized that after sketching it out a little bit. But it doesn't look anything like the character. I think the main reason why I wanted that character was because it has an actual pair of hands. I like the idea, but I wasn't. I don't know. But I'm not going to do anything with it. I brought it up because it's conversation, I guess. I think I'm going to stick with just my moon themed animatronic. And myself just hugging, snuggling, nap time. What else? What else can I talk about? I do have commissions open. I will always have commissions open. Unless something comes up, then I'll let y'all know. But, I don't know how else to do commissions other than using Cash App. Like, I know people have Cash App, especially people that come into my workplace. I see the type of card that they have. I know damn well they have Cash App. Cash App is a very easy app to use. It's super easy. I did have some questions for my friend who introduced me to it, but besides that, it's easy. I did work night shift last night. Days do tend to blend in together. So I really don't know what day's what unless I have an appointment scheduled. Which I hate. I really do hate that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do Straplish this time for this character. Sorry for being quiet. I really don't know what to talk about anymore. I do want to perfect my art. I just don't know how to do that. Like, people keep saying, oh, you need to work on autonomy and whatnot, and I don't see what's wrong with my art. I really don't. I don't see it. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything. I don't see it. That's why I always ask people what they think about my art, because I don't see the issues. I don't care if you're not an artist or experienced enough, I want your opinion on stuff. I really do. That's the whole point of art. Like, you don't need to be an artist to give your opinion. You really don't. Why do you think people go into museums? They judge the art there. I think after this I'm gonna watch a horror thing, like a spooky video on YouTube. I'm into the whole ghost calling camera type stuff because yes, I'm a little bit of a skeptic, but I'm also a big believer in the paranormal because I grew up in my grandmother's house and that place was goddamn haunted. I was not the only one that experienced stuff. My grandmother experienced stuff. My father experienced stuff when he was a kid and now as an adult. Or was an adult, I should say. The paranormal is weird. It's real, it's weird, and it's interesting. But I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that it's ghosts. That's why I say I'm a little bit of a skeptic. Just a little. I'm not going to say, oh, that's definitely a ghost. Here, ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. No. I'm not going to do that. But if it's something that you cannot explain, then chances are it is a ghost. Like, what is it? Okay, my stepmom had this angel statue. Now, the way it was facing, okay, let's say, I think I told this story before, but let's say, let's do this. Let's say, this is the room. Okay. This is the room. The statue is on a little shelf. It's right here. At the very top. Right? Very top. Now then, in this area, in this one, bed is facing this way. Stepmom and dad's bed is right here. She is sitting right here. No. Okay, let me try and explain that. She's actually laying, sitting, or whatever it is. I don't know how to explain that. She's on the bed. Okay. I am right here. Now, with anyone's conclusion, what should have happened, this right here should have dropped down. That's it. It didn't. It went down to that way. It landed near me. It made a fucking turn for me. it broke its wings. I think we still have it, but it was really weird that happened. There was no bang against the wall. There was nothing to indicate that should happen. Both my stepmom and I witnessed that. My dad did not. I wanted to draw a diagram for y'all to explain it better, which actually helped, which is good. That was one thing that was weird. Now that I'm going to show y'all other things that happened to me. This was in my grandmother's house. Keep that in mind, my grandmother's house. There's a room that was my dad's room and became my room. Now, I hardly slept in that room because as a child, I was terrified of this room. I was absolutely terrified. If I remember correctly, my bed was right here. Oh, let me redo that. Bed was right here because I had a desk right here. I also had a closet right here. Another desk right here, more like a nightstand. I also had a board, hoverboard, right? Not hoverboard, a bedpost type thing, but you can put stuff inside of it. I don't know how to explain that further. But this is the diagram of how my room was kind of set up. I actually had a TV over here, and my door was right here. So, closet, desk, bedpost thingy, bed. Oh, and I had a big ass fucking window that took up this entire side. Big damn window. I hate windows to this day. I hate windows to this day. Okay, let me rephrase that. I hate big windows. This window was so big that 5 grown-ass men could easily come into that room. That's how big the window was. I'm not exaggerating. That is how big it was. Now, I've witnessed three orbs outside my window every night at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's exactly at 2 o'clock. And they circle the house. They do. I can always time it too. And they circle the house. I would hear growling from my closet. It's also gotten to the point where I've gotten growling messages on my phone. And when my computer was brand spanking new, I got growling from it. Growling from my speakers. I kept my speakers turned off and unplugged for a reason. And that was the reason. I still got growling from it. It was horrible. Let's see here. Now, I think I explained or debunked the growling on the messages, though. I think my now ex-friend Lacey, I think she admitted to sending me growling messages. I think. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot to add something actually. I had a little like big cabinet type thing right there. I forgot to add that. In this, however, there was oh yeah, let's see if I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 glass dolls. 7 glass dolls. And let's redo that. 7. And reason why I bring this up is because one of them gave me the creeps. I would always catch it like looking at me when I turn it away. I've asked my grandmother, did she move the doll? And she would say no. So I tossed it in her sewing room. I hated that doll, even though there was literally nothing wrong with it besides the creep factor. And that was the only doll out of my 7 collection that creeped me out. I'm scaring myself right now because I think that I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye that I know is not real. I say it's not real because I have not had any paranormal experience in this apartment. So that's why I'm thinking I'm freaking myself out right now, which is fine. Then also I've been watching spooky videos, so. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Between my closet and my desk, nightstand, whatever, there was a gap, like a wall gap, and I did put a life-size Barbie doll right there. Did not move her, did not do anything for her. And I'm assuming, because I don't know what was going through my child mind at this time, I'm assuming it was actually a offering for the spirit that was in my room. I'm assuming that. Reason why is because I freaked out when my grandmother took it and tossed it somewhere. I freaked the fuck out, and I went and grabbed that thing and put it back where it was. And no, this is not a child freaking out. This was a goddamn teen freaking out because of that. I did not like the idea of my grandmother going into my room and taking that from that spot as a teenager. Because I was a child when I put that there. And the paranormal stuff seemed to have calmed down since putting that doll there. So I did end up actually calming it down, I guess. And I was scared it would start back up. I don't know. I do believe in the paranormal because after my grandfather died, it was like a week after. It was not immediately. It was a week after. I heard footsteps at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is my number, apparently, is 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I wake up at 2. Not on purpose. I woke up on 2 because that was just me waking up. My body says, wake up, or something woke me up, or something like that. I don't know. I woke up at 2. Stuff happens at 2. So that has to be my number. footsteps coming from my grandfather's room to the bathroom, going downstairs. Now, let me draw another diagram for y'all. And yes, I am procrastinating on my drawing. Hey. Let's draw a diagram, because I do remember this. I do remember the house. Okay, let's draw. No, that wasn't like that. Come on. Come on! Stupid damn thing. It was like that, kind of. No, not like that. It went like that. Okay. I know this looks weird, but this is how I remember the house being. These are the stairs leading downstairs. Now, this was the room that my grandmother and I slept in. Yes, she had me sleeping in the same room as her. Don't ask, I don't know why. My grandfather slept in the room over here. This is the bathroom. The hallway bathroom. So basically what happened, like after my grandfather died, I heard footsteps stop at the bathroom like he usually did, but this was after he was, like 2 weeks after he died. And then after it stopped at the bathroom, waited a little bit, went down the stairs. Because that was my grandfather's routine when he was alive. He would walk down, go to the bathroom, walk downstairs, grab a smoke. And that's what I heard at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was horrified of this house during the day. I was actually okay with that at night, which is weird. And you might think, oh, was there something else that happened during the day? Was there something big that happened during the day? No. You just get this very unnerving feeling of being watched. And there are some noises that it's kind of like someone moving around, but you can't really tell. And one thing I hated about the master bedroom is that the lock on the master bedroom was easily able to get into. Like, you could lock it and someone could easily just wiggle the knob and get in. Even the secondary lock was just a latch and it didn't do anything to stop anyone. The only door that I felt safe enough that someone would not be able to get into in time if I were to be, like, if an intruder got into the house, was the master bedroom bathroom door. Now, that thing was hard to close, and it was hard to open too, but it was so goddamn noisy. So if you were to close it, guess what? The intruder would have heard you and would have ran towards you immediately. Um, there is no mistaking that door. It was definitely loud and hard to move. So you'll be right in the middle of moving it, and the intruder could easily just break down that first door. I will admit what is it? Master bedroom was when I first had a dizzy spell that resorted in me fainting, like passing out. That was the first and only time that happened. I've had dizzy spells in the past. It never resorted to that extent. Yeah. I also had my first and only sleep spooky shit. I don't know how to explain this. I was half asleep and half awake. I saw what was going on in my room, but I was also dreaming at the same time. Like, it's really hard to explain this. I saw what was going on, but I also saw me moving, like going downstairs doing laundry, which wasn't abnormal. I was learning to do laundry at that time. I remember this because this freaked me out. This scared the living hell out of me. Because it's not fun being held down by an invisible force. It's not. I was going down to do laundry. The laundry machine was actually in the garage. I get to the door to the garage, and it said Juby was here. And I'm wondering, who is Juby? What kind of name is that? Why are they here? This is my home. What? So I barge in, and I drop, from what I remember, and yes, of course I remember this, to a T. I dropped the laundry basket I was holding, and I turned tail and ran upstairs. There was something following me. I had no idea what it was because there was nothing there. But I had this very unusual feeling of just someone following me. And it took me a while to get out of that state because I didn't know what to do. And at the time I was very religious because I still believed in a God and all that stuff. I was raised to be Christian and all that stuff. I'm no longer Christian or any of that. Well, looks like I'm going to be stopping this video. Yay!